What's up, guys and girls? Welcome to another episode of Wheelsboutique. Surrounding me, we have three Porsche 911 Turbo S's from the 992 generation. Right behind me, we have a completely stock Turbo S. To my left, we have a Chalk Turbo S. And to my right, we have a Shark Blue Turbo S. The reason why I gathered all three of these together is because I wanted to show you guys what the car looks like from factory and what it could look like once you give us a call and you upgrade it with a slew of things. So you guys have seen this car on the channel before, so I won't talk too much about it, but basically it's the very first Teachart kit that we built for the 992 Turbo S a couple years ago. It has Anarchy S3 X3s, it's got a tune, exhaust, the full nine. And then to my right is the brand new 992 Turbo S, the latest one that we've done from Teachart. Beautiful color, the Shark Blue. I believe that's a factory color on this car, which is an absolute steal if you ask me, because when you see this in person, it's worth like, you know, one of those colors that are $10,000, $15,000. So on this car, we did the full Teachart kit. As you can see, and my client on this went on the configurator on Teachart's website and he tweaked it just a little bit different than what people typically do for the Teachart kits. The reason I say that is because, number one, a lot of people will do this little piece here, which is a standalone piece for the front bumper in black, the same way that this Chalk one has, and then going down the side, they usually do this piece in black, just like the Chalk car has, and also this side skirt that comes up in black, just like the Chalk one has. On the rear, there's a couple different differences as well, and Marvin will get a lot of B-roll of that so you can see the kind of differences there are. That's the reason why I parked this one in reverse and this one forward, so you can kind of see some of the differences right off the bat. Now, this whole front bumper piece, brand new front bumper piece, but there's a lot of elements involved to it. So if you start counting all the pieces, you've got one here, two, 3, 4, you've got 5 or 6 in total, and you can do it in different paint schemes. So some people will do the Teachart in a different color, which I believe this Chalk one has. This one has the Teachart in the same chalk as the rest of the car. But if you go back to the Shark Blue one, instead of doing that in the Shark Blue, he wanted to be a little bit more subdued on the Teachart branding, so he did it in black. But again, some of the pieces that a lot of my clients will do in black, this client did it in blue. Now, when he sent me the configuration photos, at first, I wasn't sure about it completely, but once I saw it on the car, I was like, I actually told the client that I'm gonna start recommending this a little bit more to my other clients, incorporating more of the car's color into the kit, because there are so many pieces. You don't have to do everything in black. So for example, you know, he kept some of this in black, but he did also the pinstripe all the way in Shark Blue. So let's turn our attention to the back end, because the back end we'll see a lot more of that. So obviously the side skirt here, which is sandwiched by 2 pieces on top. Majority of people will do this in the body color and this piece in black, but he did it in a Shark Blue. I actually love that. Then we have the Teachart carbon fiber side air intake, which is absolutely lovely. It's a bigger opening than what you see on the factory one. That's actually looks like a little nostril compared to the aftermarket versions. On the back end, more of the same from this client. So this piece right here is a little fin. Usually is done in black, just like on the Chalk car, but he did it in the Shark Blue. And then we've got the little strakes that go on here. These are individual pieces that actually have to be glued on to the rear diffuser area. A lot of people will do a little line that's engraved in here in the factory color, but again, he did a very nice job of balancing some of the Shark Blue versus the black. So right here you've got Teachart carbon fiber tips. He actually has the IPE exhaust, which sounds extremely awesome. You guys have heard it on this channel many times before. I believe that Chalk one also has the Teachart carbon fiber tips. Now, another thing I wanted to point out is that Teachart has a carbon fiber blade for the non-Porsche Sport Design wings. So what that means is this car and the Chalk car have the Porsche Sport Design rear wing, where this base piece comes up a little bit. And so as you can see, when it's retracted, it sits flush with it. I made sure to put it up on that one so you can see what it looks like when it goes up all the way. Now, this Porsche over here is more of a base spec Turbo S. So what you see is the non-Porsche Sport Design wing. So this wing also goes up and down, just like these two cars, but the base is different. The base on those cars comes all the way out and kind of hugs the blade. This one is actually more of like a ducktail from what people are used to. So Teachart's wing, which is the carbon fiber version, actually goes on this car only. So non-Porsche Sport Design wing cars can actually use the blade because the blade goes out really far, kind of has a little bit of a design element. And if you were to have it retracted into the other ones that have that sort of shape, it would clip it, it wouldn't allow it to go down. So this car can actually use the blade. So maybe we'll be able to sell the blade to this customer among other things. But I really like the blade setup, but the blade setup does not ruin the rest of the car because as you can see, it's a beautiful wing from factory. I actually dig it a lot. I don't really like factory wings usually, but this one, you know, this one passes in my eyes. Changing up to the wheels, we have the HRE P201s in satin black with the black and silver center cap. And I paused for a second because I thought I heard a really cool car, and it's not. I'm not gonna say what car it is because some viewers might have that car. But anyways, I digress. Back to the wheels, HRE P201s. Now on this car, we did 21 in the front and 22 in the rear. The front is gonna be a 21 by 9.5 and the rear is gonna be a 22 by 12.5. This setup is a different size to the one that we did back here. This one is more of a what we call chunky monkey tire setup, where the tire profile is a lot thicker because the diameters are smaller. So this customer did a stage 3 tune, exhaust, power upgrade with the turbos. So it's putting out about 850 horsepower. So he needed to use much stickier tires. So we've got Pilot Sport Cup 2s as an option, Cup 2Rs as an option, even some Pirelli Trofeo R tires as an option. On the car right now is the street setup with your Pilot Sport 4S. On the larger 21, 22 sizing, you only have the option for Michelin Pilot Sport 4S or Pirelli P0. So the bigger sizes have more of the street tires, the smaller sizes have more street and also the street legal track tires like the ones I just mentioned. So a lot of people will comment that they think the wheels might look a little bit tiny or their tires are too thick. That is because it's a smaller setup. It's actually the sizing that the car comes with from factory, 20s in the front, 21s in the rear. But what we like to do on the 992 generation Turbo S is 21 front, 22 rear. Other differences on it, this is a one-piece wheel. The Anarchy is a 3-piece wheel. Those are also made by HRE. So you've got your pick of the litter when it comes to wheel options. You could do 1-piece, 2-piece, or 3-piece. You could do one single color on the wheel or a variety of different colors on the wheel like we did on this one with the Chalk. I actually like both setups a lot. The reason why this car is back is because this is getting a stage 4 upgrade. So right now you have the stage 3, which is the upgraded full exhaust system from IPE, the M Engineering tune, the turbo upgrade, a couple of other things that get it to 850 horsepower. Now M Engineering has released a brand new stage 4. You send the turbos back out once more, you upgrade them even further, and that should be putting out close to 1,000 horsepower. So on a car with all-wheel drive, that is absolutely insane. It makes it a complete rocket. I have a really good buddy of mine named Eric that he lives in Sarasota, Florida, which is a couple hours north of us here in Miami. He has a 720S that he's done with me. He has a 992 Turbo S that he's done with me. He just bought an Aventador and a variety of other cars. Hands down, the fastest car that he has is the 992 Turbo S. because of all the things that I mentioned. The all-wheel drive system, so you're not losing the traction. I think he has stage 3, possibly even the stage 4 that we mentioned on the turbo upgrade. So it's an absolute rocket. You can get to the same horsepower figures with this 720S, for example, but since it's rear-wheel drive, it does not put all of the power down as much as the 992 Turbo S's do. So very cool cars. I love the way that this came out. Some of the things that I haven't mentioned just yet are the H&R springs. This also has the M Engineering tune. So if you guys want the full package, just give us a call. We'll do the wheels, the exhaust, the suspension, the tune, the bodywork, everything. The full PPF if you want, which this car does have, the tinted windows, the full 9. The only thing that we do is that we don't do, I should say, is the crash replacement bodywork. So please do not crash your car. I do not want to hear you giving me a call that your car's crashed. That's a very sad day for all of us. So do give us a call for some of the package prices. If you purchase the pieces from me individually, they will usually cost a little bit more than if we do a full build for you. So I'll stop talking. I'll let you guys take a look a little bit more at the B-roll so you can see the different configurations for the Techart kits. Give us a call if you want anything from Techart. If you want anything from H&R for the springs or their coilovers, they make coilovers as well. If you want anything from IPE, M Engineering for the tune, HRE for the wheels, Anarchy for the wheels, and we will put something together for you. Leave us a comment in the section below which one you like more. It's going to be a pretty interesting vote because they're kind of very different from each other after all the things that I've gone over. Let us know what you think about the factory look. When you see it next to each other, then that's when you realize how much of an improvement we can do on the looks of this. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so that whenever we upload a video, which is usually weekly, you will get that notification. And share the channel, it helps us out a lot. And I'll see you guys on the next one.